Okay guys, now I don't know if you can see this, but on my hand, the top of my hand, there is a droplet of water. And the reason I'm showing you this droplet of water is because this is related to a verse from the Quran that I want to quickly share with you guys today. A verse that has, whenever I reflect upon it, has a profound impact on me, and it really just humbles me and just puts things into perspective. The verse is found in Surah Nahl, where God says, خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانَ مِن نُطْفَةٍ فَإِذَا هُوَ خَصِيمٌ مُبِينٌ. The translation is that, or rough translation is that God says, we created man from a despised drop of insignificant liquid. Nothing too different from what was on top of my hand, just a drop of liquid. And then almost instantly, God says, almost instantly, this creation, this being stands in front of me as an open contender, a challenger. And I want to really just think about this for a second. All of the atheists that stand there and make videos and yell out and say, oh, what's the evidence for God? What's the proof of God? Give me an argument. Assuming they have the ability to process the argument and to attain truth, things they take for granted, which they cannot account for in atheism in any way, shape or form. They stand there and argue against God all day long, forgetting, almost as they've become completely heedless to the origins. I mean, if we were to rewind the tape back, if we were to go back 30 years, 40 years, 50, maybe 60, 70 years, in the case of Dawkins, maybe close to 80 years, go back. You will shrink down to a small child and then into a fetus and then into a drop of liquid. You've gone from a drop of liquid, which is point A, to what you are today, point B, this fully functioning human being that has the ability to think, to feel, to understand, to engage, to speak, to communicate. I mean, how do you explain this? How do you make sense of this? Doesn't that intuitively send shockwaves down into your soul that make you call out from deep within and to recognize your Creator? And not only recognize Him, but realize that He deserves thanks and praise for what He has made you and what He has given you? I mean, really think about it. I know, I'm pretty sure right now, many atheists are going to be planning to put explanations in the comment section below. Oh, this is how we go from point A to that point B you're speaking about. Fine. Those are the processes. Those are the means. That is an attempt to understand the how of this, the way this works, how we go from point A to B. But are you going to tell me that happens by chance, or that there's no force behind it? There is no creator or cause behind it? Are you really going to say that? Does that really make sense to you? Does that sit well with you? Is that the most intuitive and rational explanation? I mean, I want you to really think about this for a second. I mean, isn't it time that we recognize things that are obvious and call a spade, instead of just trying to ignore the realities that stare us in the face, the signs of God which are right in front of us when it comes to even our own origins? Don't look out there, forget the universe for a second. Look at yourself. Look at where you came from and what you are today. Look in the mirror. That is sufficient sign for anyone that wants to see the truth and recognizes, by looking at himself or herself in the mirror and looking at or thinking about where they came from. I mean, if you honestly and sincerely do this, I'm sure that this will allow you to recognize that not only do you have a Creator, and not only do you have to recognize this, but also that He deserves thanks and praise. I'll leave you guys with this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, take care.